Hi guys, so today's question is first unique character in a string. Given a string, find the first non-repeating character in it and return its index. If it does not exist, return -1. So the sample input is Leetcode and the answer we're returning is 0. So at index 0 we encounter L. And we see that it is the first unique character because there is no other occurrence of L in the string after the 0th index. Similarly, for the other sample input, love lead code, we see that the answer being returned is index 2. So if we start iterating from the first index, we'll encounter 0, and we check if there is a duplicate occurrence. Yes, there is, so the answer will not be 0. Then we check what is at index 1. We see that there is a O, and we check if there is a duplicate occurrence. Yes, there is, and then we come to index 2, which is a V. So there is no other occurrence of V, and hence it's the first unique character. So this can be done using arrays as well as map. I'll be discussing the map approach here. We'll discuss the arrays approach at the end. I'll just write a pseudocode for you. Let's understand how to do it first. So we have lead code given. I'll basically make a map of char comma we'll make it as int. Fine. Int will calculate the frequency, like it will have the frequency of the character that we are checking. So for lead code, I'll first encounter L, then I'll increase the frequency. Initially it is 0, so it becomes 1. Then E is encountered, the frequency becomes 1. Then again the E is encountered, we increase the frequency by 1, the value becomes 2. T we encounter, we increment the frequency from 0 to 1. Then we encounter a C, the frequency is updated to 1. For O, the frequency is updated to 1. D, it is updated to 1. And E, it is updated to 1. Now how do we check what is the first character? Like from here we cannot make, because the map will give you a sorted order, like C will be at the start, then E, then followed by lexicographic ordering. So we need to check from the string itself which is the first character that has frequency 1. Frequency 1 means that it has occurred only once in the string. Okay, and E is here updated to 3. Sorry for the mistake. So we'll start iterating from the start of the string, and we'll check if the frequency is 1. We'll return that position. So in this case, if we see that when we add n, we update the frequency to 1. Then we add a, the frequency is updated to 1. Then we again encounter a, so the frequency becomes 2 here, and also a duplicate n occurs, so the frequency becomes 2. So no character is unique in this string, so we return -1 in that case. So let's start coding. I am making a map of char comma int mp, I'll call it. Then for char c of s, mp of c plus equal to 1. I'll increment the frequency of the character. Then I'll take a variable position, or let's take it. So for char c of s, I'll start from the starting of the string, and then check if the frequency of that character equal to 1. If it is 1, that means it has occurred only once in the string, so at this time I'll return the position variable, else I'll increment the value. Like if suppose we did not have a L here, we encountered a E, then the position variable would be initially 0. Then but since the frequency is greater than 1, so we would not return 0 here. So we would increment the value of 1 for this position. Then again we encountered a e whose frequency is greater than 1. Then we again encountered then we had to increase the value of position. So here we are basically increasing it, and if the value is not returned from the for loop, then we return a -1 from here. So the answer is fine. Let's submit it. So the answer got accepted. As I told you that we'll be discussing the array approach as well. So since we only have lowercase characters, so we can make a 26 space array, which is a pair, or we can just an array of 26 character will be made. We'll initialize it to 0 value, because initially all the characters are occurring 0 times. Then we'll iterate through the string, and then array of x minus a, because we are using we have to because we have made a array of 26 characters. So this would give us indexing based on 0, and then we'll increase the frequency, and then like we did here, we'll take a variable position, and then for each character we'll check if the frequency, if the array's value is 1, then we return that position, or else we increment the position value. At the end we'll return -1. Let's do it once. Position is equal to 0 for char c of s. If array of c minus a equal to 1, then we return the position variable, else position plus equal to 1, return -1. So I guess this will work fine for us again. So this is also working fine. You can do it either ways. I hope you guys have understood it. Gives a thumbs up if you understood it well. Bye bye.